So the pro tip involves documentation during a cardiac arrest event or during a resuscitative effort. Now, documentation, like I had said, is super duper important in these types of critically ill patient scenarios because a lot of the time this event tends to cross into your legal realm. As in, if the patient dies, usually the family will subpoena for records in an attempt to see if there's any sort of medical malpractice. It's in your best interest to keep meticulous notes, of course, but it's sometimes very hard to do this during the actual event. The pro tip involves actually using your equipment to your advantage. On most patient care monitors, you're going to have a couple of buttons. One of the buttons is called the code summary. Now, the code summary will actually provide a long printout, and believe me, when I say long, I mean super long printout of all of the defibrillations and all of the rhythms that were prior to the defibrillation or any sort of electrical therapy that you may have administered. And it gives you a very, very good rundown on everything that went on. On the LifePak 15 and other monitors, there's an event button that you can press so that in real time you can document when you gave certain medications. By pressing the event button, you're then shown a screen which can then actually pick different medication choices so you can dial in exactly when you gave that epidose. So use your equipment to your advantage when you need to document this massive event. Additionally, when you're determining things like time of death or when resuscitation began, please use one time source. And I say this because sometimes people's watches are set slightly differently. The clock in your ambulance may be slightly fast or slow. You want to make sure that all of your documentation makes sense with the times. So use one time source as your point of reference. I think that's been a good pro tip.